So I was toying today with the Midi and Geosonix, and I draw a few lines, and these are the lines I draw, and these are the triggers. And I don't know if you're familiar with Geosonix or maybe Yanix. You send out, you make a line. I just made a timeline here, and each trigger was a group of presets, changes. I just put three or four simproofs together, and then just load them up randomly, actually, with sounds and some presets. And the basic idea, for starters, is get something going, and organize a few actions within a piece, and then you can do stuff around it. But certain things occur at a certain moment, and you know that they are going to occur. So you get something of a composition or an organization, whatever the way you want to put it. So basically, what you do first, if you're working with, if you're going to work with Midi, I always have a look at the Midi Patchbay, where you at least acknowledge whatever it is you're running. I don't have the nano control in UC33. I haven't running at the moment, but I have Geosonix, and you can see it's there, and it's going to max runtime here, and so that's one step you take. The other step I take is having a look whether it's actually going somewhere, and then you take a Midi monitor. You can also make a patch here saying you go to Midi monitor, like that. You go from Geosonix out to Midi monitor in. Here it is. But right now I was spying on everything, so he just took everything. And just to find out where you get something, let's see what's going on here. And if you want to know, well, it's really going to, in this case, Geosonix. Oh, sorry, going to max. And then you see here from 2. So then you know, okay, that's getting somewhere. And then within max, you take 1 or 2 control ads, and you start building up the routing. I use 2 here, for one for the timeline, and one for the triangle, which does the number 4 as a sort of intervention stuff. Just see how it goes. You just wait until the signals come in. You have to choose at the control ad who's sending to you, and you choose that. In this case, I work with 2 control ads because one is too complicated or gets too big, too many lines. So one is sending me on channel 1, one is on channel 2, and then for each trigger You use a message. You can see here in this field, and since it's relative to a position, you can use the same trigger all over the place, and it will generate a different note every time it gets triggered by this cursor. And then you watch it come into your routing, and then each node here you can give its own specific destination and value. In my case here, the timeline going from left to right and right to left back, I choose to group them. So each trigger is triggering 3 SimProofs presets, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So you got big changes. So here we are, 2 lines. This is a silent trigger. Here we go. Bang. Let's have a listen.